So what happens when you take inspiration from a soft girl aesthetic and combine it with vibrant colors of berries and cherries? Well, you end up getting something like this. So this is the look we are going to be creating today. We want our makeup to sit well on our skin, so I'm starting with skin prep. I like to keep it simple. I just follow a 3-step skincare routine. On my freshly cleansed face, I'm locking in the hydration with my regular moisturizer. My oily skin girlies, do not skip your moisturizer, it's a must. Next, I'm hydrating my lips using the OG Vaseline lip balm. I'm skipping sunscreen here because I don't have to go out, but if you're going out, don't forget to use a sunscreen. Since I have very oily skin, I'm going to follow up with a mattifying primer. It really helps to control the oil secretion on your face and really keeps your makeup together. We want to keep the base soft and sheer, so these are the only products that I'm going to be using for today's base. As you can see, my face is like 50 shades of brown, so I'm going to start with color correction. For that, I'm using a concealer that's a tad bit darker than my skin tone and has a lot of orange to it. Orange pigment in the concealer is going to counteract the purple and bluish undertones of the hyperpigmentation, hence neutralizing it. I focused it mainly around my mouth and on my forehead. I am following up with a True Match concealer from Elegal in the shade Fawn. It gives you a medium to buildable coverage with a natural finish. Just the perfect concealer for the look we are aiming for. This is how my base looks after concealing and color correction. Of course, it looks flat, but I'm not really doing much of contouring today. I'm just adding a little structure to my nose. For that, I'm using contour stick from K-Beauty. For that, I just connect the bridge of my nose to my brows. One of the easiest and effortless ways to contour your nose. But of course, make it sure that you're blending your contour pretty well. Don't leave any harsh lines. Harsh lines don't look good. And I have just the perfect blush for today's look from Fay Beauty in the shade Saucy, which is a muted red color that shows up as a deep berry or pink color on my face. Blush placement for today's look is going to be pretty specific, mostly on our cheeks. We will not take it all the way to our temple. This is going to add the vibrant color with a soft and innocent look to it. I personally like to build my blush slowly, so I've taken it on the back of my hand and I'm going to build it slowly using a brush. This blush from Fay has a dewy finish to it that is going to add just the right amount of healthy glow. Now I'm setting my face with a loose setting powder from K-Beauty in the shade Pecan, and for that I like to spread it on the puff like this. This step is going to ensure an even application of powder on your face, avoiding any patchiness. I am setting my entire face as I have very oily skin, but if you are a normal to dry skin girly, you can just set your T-zone. That is where people tend to get oily. Okay, so my blush has muted down a lot after powder application and I'm not liking the look of it, so I am trying something forbidden. I am going to build the same blush on the top of the powder, so I don't really have a powder blush to pair it with this liquid blush, so I'm trying my hand on it, somehow trying to make it work. Makeup is all about experimenting, right? Okay, I was a little scared here, but I feel it does turn out well. What do you all think? Now it's giving berry. I felt like adding some freckles to my face too, so I'm using my eyebrow pencil. I'm defining my brows using the same eyebrow pencil from NYX. I'm not really a fan of boxy brows, so I like to fill my brows in small strokes, mimicking the natural hair strands. This way it looks pretty natural and good, not just on camera but in real life too. For the eye makeup, I'm prepping my lids using the concealer Elegirl in the shade Fawn. Next, I'm going to set it with some loose setting powder so that it does not crease. For today's eye look, you just need some neutral colors. I'm starting with this light brown shade from Carnival palette, and I'm giving a light wash of this color on my entire lid using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Next, I'm taking a cool dark brown color from Mars eyeshadow palette. With a dense brush, I'm packing it on the outer third of my lid, very close to my lash line. Next, I'm stamping a black eyeshadow on the very outer corner of my lower lash line. This is going to make your eyes look more open. I'm going to finish the eye makeup with a few coats of mascara, but before that, I'm curling my lashes. For the mascara today, I'm using Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara in the waterproof variant. I am skipping the lashes, but if you want, you can put on some natural looking lashes. For the lips today, we are using a lip tint from Mars Lip Drip range in the shade Rosewood Drip, which is a deep berry color, perfect to complement today's look. It has a very lightweight formula and leaves a glossy film on your lips, and the stain is not going to transfer. You can flaunt it as it is, but if you want to, you can definitely wipe off the glossy layer and it leaves behind a beautiful stain. And this, my friends, is how the berry makeup has turned out. Do let me know what do you all think about this look. I personally liked it a lot just because it is super easy to achieve and pretty much anyone can pull it off. I am going to see you in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.